Before anybody says anything, I know that I'm really blown out right now, but I can't do anything about it because I have the lights like all the way back and they're on the lowest setting possible, but they're still like totally blowing me out. So like, I'm just gonna be a ghost today. That's just the life we're gonna live today. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new cosplay makeup tutorial. You might have noticed that this year for Pandaween, I haven't been putting out as many videos, and that's because I have not been well. I had a couple of weeks where I was just like not doing well at all and had to force myself to take a little bit of a break, which sucks because it's in the middle of Pandaween. So I don't have as many Pandaween videos this year as I normally do. So I'm putting out a bonus video this week. I think this video is gonna come out on Thursday, and it's just gonna be kind of just like an extra video just to make up for me missing a couple of weeks for Pandaween. So I thought it'd be fun to do a Lydia makeup tutorial for Lydia from Beetlejuice the Musical. Before we jump into it, I just wanna give a quick reminder that I have my limited edition Pandaween 2022 merch line up. It's this Halloween vaporwave design, and it comes in both pink and black. Originally, it was supposed to run until the 31st, but since I have been missing Pandaween videos and I haven't had the chance to really like promote it, I've decided to move the deadline to the 7th of November, so an extra week after Halloween, so that you guys can grab them if you would like to have one. If you are interested in grabbing it for yourselves, it comes in a bunch of different styles, it comes in a bunch of different sizes, it comes in, like I said, both pink and black, so there are many different things to choose from. You can choose from like hoodies or t-shirts or what have you. I'll have that linked down in the description as well as on screen for you to go and grab one. And yeah, if you want to grab one, it's a great way to support the channel, so I'd really appreciate it. So this makeup tutorial is going to be for Lydia from Beetlejuice the Musical. I'm going to be going off of Sophia Ann Caruso's look just because she's the original. That's just the look that I decided to go with. What I will say about this makeup is that it is very natural and is not super involved. So if you're looking for like an over-the-top, really intense kind of goth makeup tutorial, this is not the tutorial for you. This is going to be a very natural look, just because her look from the musical is very natural. If you look at photos of her, you can't really see a whole lot of makeup going on there, and that's the look that I wanted to replicate. Before we get into it, just one more disclaimer I want to give. I am not a makeup artist, I am a cosplayer, so please be nice to me. Do I have formal makeup training? No, I do not. I just learned things over the years and picked things up from various different sources over the years. So this is not like a professional makeup tutorial. This is just a cosplay makeup tutorial. So please be nice to me. Please keep that in mind. All of that out of the way, let's jump into it. All right, so I'm starting off with my base. I have my primer and my foundation on. I'm just gonna quickly put on some eyeshadow primer just so that it has time to like set a little bit before I actually start using it. I don't know if that's how eyeshadow primer works, but I assume it is, so we're just gonna roll with it. You know what, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time just to like do its thing before we actually put on the eyeshadow. That's what I'm going with. I could be completely wrong. That could be completely like not how eyeshadow primer works, but whatever. Okay, then I'm gonna do some highlight and contour. So for this, I'm using the Wet n Wild, oh, if it wants to focus. Yeah, it did focus, yay. For that, I'm using the Wet n Wild dual-ended contour stick, which is my favorite thing to use for highlight and contour. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do some highlight down my nose, up onto my forehead, down under my eyes, then up onto my brow bone, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin. And I'm gonna take a, whoa, my mirror almost fell, but it didn't. So that's really what matters. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and I'm just gonna blend that in. Then I'm gonna take the contour end of the stick, which is not that end, that was the wrong end, which is this end right here, and I'm going to contour down my cheeks like this, and down my nose, just to give it like a little bit of shape. I'm not really too concerned with like changing my face shape, you know, I'll do a little bit up here as well, just to frame it, you know, and I'm just gonna blend that right in. cool. So now that that's done, I'm gonna move on to my metallic highlighter. So for this, I used just like a white metallic highlighter. And I use one of these little fan brushes just to apply it. So I'm gonna go ahead and, whoa, my stuff is moving all over the place. We are very professional here today. My beauty blender keeps like trying to roll off my table. Everything's going great. Okay, so we're gonna take the highlighter and I'm just gonna put it on my cheeks like so. And then on the other side, there we go. And then on the tip of my nose, just to give me that nice little like, you know, boopy nose, if you will. Cupid's bow and chin. Then I'm gonna take a little brush like this and then put it in the corners of my eyes. And then on the other side. And then also up on my brow bone. Then the last thing I'm gonna do for my face is I'm going to, whoa, my beauty blender just rolled right off the table. Next for blush, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is a bit of a muted blush, and just put that on, not super generously, just like very subtly, because we want a little bit of color on our face, but we don't wanna be like super blushy because, you know, she's a goth. She's not into that life. So we're gonna do just a little bit just to give us like a little touch of blush, but nothing like too over the top. So next up, we're gonna do eyeshadow. So I'm taking this Winky Lux coffee palette, which, fun fact, smells like coffee. And see, it's just a bunch of browns with the exception of this one purple. So I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is the darkest brown on the palette, and I'm just gonna cut my crease. We haven't put any eyeshadow on yet, but we're only cutting the crease. So usually I put like a color over my lid and then I cut the crease, but here we're just cutting the crease. Bear with me. I know it seems weird, but this is what I do for Lydia. So we're just gonna go in there and just cut the crease a little bit. There we go. And that's literally all the eyeshadow that I'm gonna do, which I know seems like very little. There's not a whole lot going on here, but when we look at, like I said, when we look at like Sofia and Caruso's makeup for Lydia, there's very little happening. So we're just doing this just to give like a little bit of eye emphasis, just to give like a little bit of color. But we're really going for kind of more of a, I guess, no makeup kind of look. So that's what we're doing. Next, I'm gonna take my mascara, which is the Maybelline Great Lash. Is that upside down? Yes, it is. Maybelline Great Lash, and I'm just gonna put that on my top lid and my lower lid. And then the last thing I'm gonna do for my eyes is I'm gonna put on some lashes. These ones have definitely seen better days. I should probably replace them, but I didn't get to do that before this tutorial, so we're just rolling with them. These ones are from Cosmos, which is a brand that I've talked about before. So I get these at a local beauty supply store in Vancouver. I haven't been able to find anywhere to order them online, but basically what you're looking for is just a very natural, very kind of low-key pair of lashes. Nothing like super over the top. You can go as over the top as you want, but for me personally, I like to use kind of more natural ones for Lydia, just because her look is very natural. As you can see, I haven't put on any eyeliner. I just let the line of the lashes, so like that top part there, I just let that be kind of the eyeliner, if you will. So that gives us like a little bit of like an eye emphasis, but it doesn't go like crazy with it. Normally I would do like a cat eye. Normally I'd do like a lot of eye emphasis, but for this look, like I keep saying, it is very natural, so I want to go very natural with it. So I'm going to put these on off camera because I don't want you guys to watch me struggle, and we'll just do a quick transition. I'll have them on. All right, there we go. That was a struggle, but we got there in the end. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do are my brows. So for this, I'm gonna use an angle brush, and I'm going to use this Smoke Show palette from ColourPop. I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is just like a black, and I'm going to use that to just fill in my brows. And we're just gonna go pretty thin with these just to give us like those nice little goth eyebrows. Then finally, we're gonna do the lips. So I'm gonna start by going in with my ColourPop Lippy Sticks primer and just put that all over my lips. As you can see, when I put on my foundation, I went a little bit over my lips, and I do that so that I can shape the lips afterwards. So I definitely recommend going a little bit over your lips with your foundation just to like give you more of a blank palette that you can kind of, you know, sculpt the edges of your lips. Then I'm gonna go over it with this kind of deep red lipstick. That's the word that I was looking for. It's called lipstick. And this is the Rimmel London Provocalips lipstick, which is my absolute favorite lipstick because it has one side that is the actual color and then one side that's like a glossy sealer. So it's supposed to be like kiss proof, it's supposed to be like eat proof, it's supposed to be like everything proof. So you can put on this sealer for your lipstick and then it will just be set for all day. So we're gonna do a pretty sharp Cupid's bow, and then I'm also gonna kind of overdraw my lips on the bottom to look a little bit more like how Sophia Anne Caruso did her lips. And yeah, let's go for it. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna seal my makeup. So I'm gonna start with some setting powder, and I'm just gonna put that all over my face. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my setting spray and put that all over my face. And then we will be good to go. All right, so now that I have my makeup on, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my wig and my cosplay, and then it will be time for the final reveal. And here's the finished look with my whole cosplay on. So there's a little makeup tutorial for you guys for this Pandaween. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it's not a super involved makeup. It's not a super like intense makeup. It's very natural looking, but I hope that this still was helpful for you regardless. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. A quick reminder, if you want to grab my limited edition Pandaween merch line, I will be extending the deadline for another week after Halloween, just because I didn't have the chance to really promote it since I wasn't doing as many Pandaween videos this year. So if you want to check that out and you want to snag one for yourselves, I'll have a link down on screen as well as in the description for you to go check that out. And yeah, so anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you found this video helpful or just entertaining or whatever. And yeah, I will see you guys all next time. But until then, Panda Faces, please be sure to take care. Bye.